We all expect the police to serve and protect us, our communities, and society at large at all times. This is more so when we are facing an emergency that could culminate in us or our loved ones being harmed or killed. Most people assume the police are just waiting to respond to their emergencies. In reality, the police also have to carry out administrative and operational activities that seem not directly related to the core functions of policing, but are still important in supporting their work. The South African flagship public employment program, the Expanded Public Works Program, EPWP, has partnered with the South African Police Services, SAPS, whereby EPWP participants have been engaged to carry out some activities that free up the police time to focus on their primary duties of responding to emergencies, investigating crimes, and maintaining public order. Let us hear from the South African Police Service in the Western Cape Province about how this partnership came about and its expected impact.
What motivated us to commence with the Expanded Public Works Program in collaboration with the Department of Public Works and Infrastructure was fueled by the need to fill our non-core positions. Currently, what is happening within the SAPS is that our budgets have been constrained over the MTSF period, and we felt that we needed to fill these posts with non-core participants. The objectives of the program are: one, to create workplace exposure for our participants. Secondly, it is to create opportunities for employment. Thirdly, it is to ensure that we are able to focus on our core policing duties and allow our non-core policing duties to be done by administrative personnel. Then we are intent on providing opportunities for experiential learning to place our communities in a position where they are able to go out and compete in the job market. In terms of employing people within this program, we have set a target of just over 3,000 participants we'd want to employ in this program. To date, as we stand, we've placed 1,068.
Whenever you see a police car, it may not have crossed your mind that there is a team ensuring they are maintained and are roadworthy, so that the officers can carry out their work effectively. We will now hear from the team that maintains the fleet in the Western Cape Province.
At the time when they arrived, we were well over 700 vehicles on the premises. As we speak today, we are in the region of 430 vehicles. So their presence here in 2 months has made a huge difference.
I have 2 kids that I'm supporting. If I was not on the training, I'm not sure what I'd be doing. Finding a job is a bit of a challenge. The training program is a great opportunity.
There's 70% males and 30% females, because in the industry now there's becoming a lot of females also want to be diesel mechanics and mechanics.
When you see police officers dressed in their uniform and using specialized equipment and materials such as body bags after a fatal incident, you may not realize the value chain that has enabled these resources to be available when needed. Let us now hear from the team at the Western Cape South African Police Service warehouse to find out how the introduction of EPWP participants has impacted on their work.
We have 3 warehouses: the sundries warehouse, the stationery warehouse and the clothing warehouse. So all the police stations order their clothes from our warehouses. I do have 52 members that are working with me, and I have 67 workers from the Expanded Public Works Program. I'm 24 years at the provisioning warehouse, and this is the first time that we can see a difference. I almost cry because it's really amazing for me. Yes.
I'm a receptionist at SAPS Supply Chain, and I feel very good every day. I'm looking forward to the learning experience mainly. In the past, the influence I had on school, it impacted my life, where I ended up on streets entertaining all kinds of wrong things. I ended up in jail cells. I never thought that, I had a desire to become a mother or become something in life. After I was locked up though, when I came out, I decided that this is not for me. And that actually encouraged me that I need to do something with my life that I went and I applied, at the education department. Later, I've been called to say that I've got a job as a teaching assistant. But then what happened was when my fingerprints came back, then the principal said that I couldn't work. After the layoff at school, the colonel, she took me in at the supply chain. It's really a pleasure working with him, laying down a life, and being a mother. So looking forward to the future, being able to maintain my own life, getting back what the enemy has stolen from me.
Do you ever ask yourself, who is responsible for cleaning police vehicles? Let's hear from the source.
The participants have been trained in the use of the high-pressure cleaners and the vacuums, and the purpose of this is also for them to take training to the communities where they can train those people and even start their own businesses.
The expanded Public Works Program participants who are engaged by the police are managed by the Independent Development Trust, who provide technical support to the EPWP. What exactly do they do?
The program, in terms of the non-state sector and the expanded public works program, is guided by the ministerial determination, which identifies the criteria for selection onto the program. There's a target in terms of demographics as well, in terms of the number of women, in terms of the number of youth and disability that are included on the program. The NPO partners will then work within the communities to identify the relevant categories in terms of appointment.
One of our beneficiaries became a lawyer. One of our participants also, who was studying towards town planning. Right now, currently, he's employed by the city of Cape Town in Parow. So they would come to work here as administrators during the day and later on go on to school. And they have used exactly this stipend to actually pay their way.
Is it possible for someone who was on a potentially wrong path in life to become an exemplary citizen and even end up joining the police service? First, let's visit a place that inspires young people to be law-abiding citizens.
The Chrysalis Academy is a non-profit organization, and essentially what we do is to be a platform for young people to unleash their potential. So there's a very strong focus on active citizenship. You are coming to develop yourself, access your inner potential, and then what are you going to do to change things in your community?
Now let's hear from the police about the chances of reformed youth joining the South African Police Service.
For 40 of their students to be prospective police officials is a massive, massive achievement, and is a clear display of what we are able to achieve if we work in synergy and display the necessary vision to achieve a better society.
Thank you to each and everybody for always seeing the best in me. That's really hope for the future. Thank you.